You know, when I first started riding, one of the things that scared the crap out of me was the highway. The other thing that scared the crap out of me is traffic. Like this right here, 3 years ago, oh my gosh, dude, my anxiety would be like here. It actually would be higher, but if I did that, I don't think I'd be in frame. I'm not even sure that was in frame, to be honest with you. But just being around all these cars, all this unpredictability, it made me nervous. Like, oh my gosh, it could go down at any moment, something bad could happen. I don't know. But it's just like anything else, you just have to push yourself to do it. You just have to be aware of unpredictabilities. And just like when you're riding anywhere else, you got to keep your eyes open, head on a swivel, kind of watching everybody, check your mirrors for sure. Which I know on some bikes mirrors look dumb. That's why I got these nice little slimline ones on the old Honda chopper bobber thingy. Because yeah, they don't look like much, but they do a lot more than you think they would. But then you just learn little tips and tricks to help keep you a little bit safer, you know? Like when I'm coming up behind a vehicle, like behind this truck and trailer right here, I'm going to scooch to the right, leave myself a little bit of room, and keep an eye on the person behind me. Because if they don't stop, guess what? I'm going, oh, I solved it. And you know what? You're going to do that. You're going to stall in traffic. I've pushed this bike out of probably at least half a dozen intersections when I was starting out. But like I was saying, if the person behind me didn't stop, there's my escape path right there. Boom. And it may not always be to the right. Maybe to the left, maybe up the middle. It's all circumstantial. But I think one of the biggest things, though, it's like riding around cars and stuff, is you can't be scared. If you're scared and you're nervous, you're going to have a bad time. See? Right there. Boom. Escape path on the left. Saying, you know, being scared's a bad thing. All I'm saying is you can't be like tense and all nervous and whatnot. And I definitely don't recommend just like jumping out here for your first ride. You bought your bike, you took it home, and the first thing you do is go to the main freaking thoroughfare of your city and or town or whatever. You go for a cruise in the middle of rush hour. You're probably going to have a bad time. But it's like anything else. I mean, this is a skill. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be. And you be aware that, like that Toyota, cars are just going to pass you, man. There's nothing wrong with hanging out in the right lane either. People will go around you. And in my experience is, like, a lot of the cars that are around you, hopefully once they see you, they know you're there, and they're not freaking goofing off on their phone as much. But you want to be predictable. Like if I want to change lanes, bam, left turn signal. Turn my head, look, mirror check, go. And what I'm about to say next is kind of confusing, or might be kind of contradictory, but take your time, but don't take forever, you know what I mean? Don't throw your blinker on and take freaking 20 minutes to change lanes or something. And as far as turn signals go, I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed by now that I tap that turn signal button a lot. It's more of a nervous tick at this point because the little indicator light down here has never worked since I bought this bike 3 years ago. And I always had it in my head, I don't want to leave my turn signal on, so that's why I hit the button a lot. But when you can, you want to make sure you got enough room between you and the car in front of you. You always got to keep an eye out, like you didn't know that guy right there was going to change lanes. And now, see where we're kind of in this blind spot on the left, we kind of don't want to be there. So you got two choices. You either speed up, and then now we're kind of in this Toyota's blind spot. What you want to do is either that or you can kind of roll off the throttle and slow down a little bit. See, like they're coming over, it's that same guy. That's why you always got to be paying attention. A lot of times, unless somebody's doing something unpredictable, their front tires kind of are the indicator. If the front tires are turned to the left, there's a decent chance that they're going to turn left. If they turn to the right, there's a decent chance they're going to turn right. Now, there's always going to be those X factors where someone just comes over. But if you keep an eye on your follow distance, give yourself plenty of room in the car in front of you. When you're sitting still, make sure you double check your mirrors, because like I said, if somebody comes up behind me too fast, we're going that way. And then sitting at lights, I'm in first gear, the clutch in, hand on the throttle, I'm ready for action, baby. And also when you're riding around in traffic, you want to make sure you're seen. You know, and the funny thing about these cars is cars look for other cars. Cars aren't looking for motorcycles. I mean, we're a lot smaller than they are. You know, so move around a little bit. Move your arms, move back and forth in the lane. You know, don't be like swerving all over the place, but the human eye is attracted to movement. Also, bright colors couldn't hurt either, I imagine. Like, I don't get into like the whole super safety highlighter yellow chunk, but the helmet I wear is usually white, usually gray. Like today, I mean, my vest is black, but I'm rocking a freaking white compression shirt, which, if you don't have muscles, yeah, it's not as flattering as you would hope it would be. But I'm also wearing some like red Hawaiian shirt, because you might look kind of weird, and you might look kind of goofy, but you know what? People are looking at you, and that's what's important. I'd also tell you that I think safety gear is important. And on the topic of gear, I also think that's a personal choice. Everybody feels different comfort, safety levels. Everybody's willing to make different compromises. And I kind of talked about that in this video right here. So, as always, y'all be good. See you.